Hello, good morning everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
Only one student is here.
Good morning, ma'am.
Only
Good
two,
morning, ma'am.
three. Rest of the students are sleeping, right?
Good morning, ma'am.
Okay. Uh, just we will take a short recap of the previous aphorism and then we will start the susceptibility. Uh, what do you understand by exciting cause? What is exciting cause? Tushar? Tushar, what is exciting cause? Tushar is not here.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Ah, what happened?
Ma'am, actually, I have a doubt in aphorism number 22.
Aphorism 22. What is given in that?
मैम उसमें हम लोग ने एलोपैथी मोड ऑफ ट्रीटमेंट के बारे में पढ़ा.
Hmm.
सो मैम उसमें एक पॉइंट था दैट अगर हमारे ब्लड मतलब बॉडी में ब्लड की कमी है, अमाउंट ब्लड का डिक्रीज है, तो वो किसी डिजीज का इंडिकेटर हो सकता है.
Right.
एंड अगर हमारी बॉडी में ब्लड इंक्रीज है, तो अकॉर्डिंग टू एलोपैथी वो मतलब उनके अकॉर्डिंग वो भी कोई डिजीज क्रिएट कर सकता है. एंड सो मैम हम लोग ने ये एग्री किया था कि ब्लड के इंक्रीज होने से कोई डिजीज नहीं हो सकता.
नहीं नहीं, ऐसा कुछ एग्री नहीं किया था. दैट इज द वे ऑफ एंटीपैथी. दैट इज द एंटीपैथी. दे ऐसे उनका मानना था. वो ब्रासू करके एक फिजिशियन था. ही इज द फॉलोअर ऑफ एंटीपैथी. उसने ये कंसिडर किया था कि इफ the person is having any pain or any symptom or any disease, that means it is because of the excessive blood inside his body, and that's why he's sucking that blood with the help of leeches. He's taking out that blood by venesections. So by anyhow, that is his principle, that is known as a Brasso's principle. So he is taking out the blood and he is not stopping there only. He is giving the hunger diet after sucking the blood, and that is his principle. So in that century, that Brassus method was very famous to cure the diseased. ये मैंने कहा होगा.
ओके मैम.
It is not the allopathy, it is the antipathy, and that is a separate part of that antipathy. That is the Brassus method that we will take afterward in the aphorism. I think it is in the aphorism 62 या 60 के footnote में दिए है वो short note.
ओके मैम.
ठीक है. ओके. तुषार इज हियर. Who is taking attendance today? Vaishnavi, na?
Yes, ma'am.
Mark him absent. He is not present. The name is here, but I think he is not connected with the network. So, and he is not giving any response, not by message and not anything. So, mark him absent. Tanvi, what do you understand by exciting cause?
Ma'am, it is the exciting cause causes the acute diseases. For example, the cold air, hot food, spicy food.
Okay. Yukta, what are fundamental causes?
Ma'am, fundamental causes are miasms.
Hmm.
The miasms leads to the chronic diseases.
Hmm.
And miasms, the miasms also called as noxious agent or Mobius agents.
Hmm.
Then in chronic diseases, SORA causes the skin diseases, functional diseases.
Hmm.
Psychosis is the excessive growth, collection, or deposition,
Hmm.
like gallbladder stones or renal calculi.
Hmm.
And syphilis is the it causes complete destruction of the tissues,
Very good.
organs could not function well.
Hmm.
And there is fourth type of miasm. It's called as tubercular miasms.
Hmm.
It is a combination of psychotic and syphilitic.
Hmm. Okay.
Um,
Preeti, sorry, Priyanka. Priyanka Yadav and Pratiksha Gadekar. These two girls are also not responding.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Maintaining causes. What do you understand by maintaining cause? Rutuja? Rutuja is also not here. Vaishnavi, those students are not responding. Don't give them presently today.
Ma'am, I thought Rutuja Firke.
हाँ ऋतुजा फिरके ही, not Shete. Those are even not saying yes ma'am. Don't give them presently today. If they have any network issue, they will give me the message. Previously only I have told you, if you have any network problem, mic problem, whatever may be the problem you are having, the Zoom is having the facility to send the message. Your phone is also having the facility to send me the message. Nobody is doing anything. Mark them absent. If they are only here for the present, we don't require such students. Nikita,
Yes, ma'am.
what is the modus operandi of cure?
Ma'am, modus operandi of cure means disease caused by dearrangement of vital force. Then they manifest abnormal sensation and function means signs and symptoms. So for seize that disease, medicine should have similar and stronger. Medicine according to natural disease. So then medicine alter the state and vital force free from natural disease. There is only artificial disease which produced by medicines is always and the artificial disease is always stronger than the natural disease.
Correct.
So there is gradual weaker and weaker this disease because by proper dose of medicines. So there is a similar relation between medicine and disease. So there is overpower to destroy the artificial disease. As artificial disease weaker than the vital force overcome. And now vital force free from both natural and artificial disease to carry healthy vital force, and so thus health and cure is restored.
Yes,
This
right.
is the
Good. Anyone else? Leena? Namdev? Pallavi?
What is Sora, Namdev? Lina is here. Lina, what is soric miasm? Aditi, you can rejoin again. Rejoin, Aditi. Join again the same meeting. Lina is not here. Akshata. Network problem. Okay. So yesterday we have seen about the susceptibility. Can anybody give me what is susceptibility?
Yes, ma'am.
Bola, what is susceptibility?
This is the power to react to stimuli, an exciting factor.
Very good. So, it is a reaction to any stimuli, that is the susceptibility. Second point, what we have seen yesterday about susceptibility. What is given in the aphorism number 30 and 31? How the medicines are superior, or we can say how the artificial disease making agent is superior than the natural disease. That is, the medicines are more superior than the natural disease. How they are superior? How the medicines are helpful? How the medicines are superior?
Ma'am, we do not need any condition, ma'am, medicines.
Right. They don't require any condition, and that's why the medicines are stronger than the natural disease. So first point that we have discussed yesterday, ki medicines act unconditionally. Who will give the explanation for this? Medicines act unconditionally.
May I?
Hmm.
The initial forces are partly psychical and partly physical symptoms and
Inimical forces.
inimical forces. And the disease requires the condition. They require the condition like the low susceptibility, but medicines do not require the any condition to react on our body.
Right. Second point. Medicines act at all time. The medicines act all circumstances, and the medicines are acting on all the living organism. They do not require any time, any special season, any special socio-economical condition, any special environmental condition, or they do not require any individual, a particular individual. They are acting on all the person. They are acting on all the living organisms. So all these conditions are not there in the action of the medicine, whereas the disease force can make a man sick, can derange the health if he is susceptible. Abnormal susceptibility अगर है, उसकी low susceptibility है, then only that disease force will act. They always require some suitable condition. They require predisposing condition to weak the vital force, to weak that person or to cause the disease. So when the vital force is weakened with the help of that natural disease, so So this require the condition, and that condition is the low susceptibility. So in this point we have discussed yesterday. Today we will take a short note, footnote for the aphorism number 31. Who will read it?
May I?
Hmm.
When I call a disease of derangement of man's state of health,
It is not a dearrangement, it is a derangement.
yes, ma'am.
Dearrangement means what? Your arrangement is not proper. It is a derangement. Huh.
Yes, ma'am. When I call a disease a derangement of man's state of health, I am far from wishing thereby to give a hyperphysical explanation of the internal nature of the disease generally, or of any case of disease in the particular. It is only intended by this expression to intimate what it can be proved disease are not and cannot be, that they are not mechanical or chemical alteration of material substance of the body, and not dependent on a material morphic substance, but they are merely spirit-like dynamic derangement of the life.
Yes, thank you. So he said that here ki disease is the thing, how the derangement of the vital force is there, how the diseases occur. So that disease require the one condition. When I call disease, so disease means what? A derangement of the man's state of health. I am far from wishing thereby to give a hyperphysical explanation. Now the Hahnemann said that ki now I will not give any much more explanation about the disease. What is a disease? Because previously up to the aphorism number 30, he has given a lot of concept regarding the disease. So what is disease, what are the causes of disease, to give the medicine for that disease, what we have to do, that is the totality of the disease or totality of the symptom, how the disease is manifested, all these things he has given up to this aphorism. And that's why he now said that ki I am very much clear up to this point ki what is a disease. It is the derangement of man's state of health, that is the internal nature. If you want to know the disease, we have to understand the signs and symptoms. So signs and symptoms are nothing but the language of the disease, so that indicate the internal derangement of the vital force. The internal nature of the disease easily recognized by the signs and symptoms. So Dr. Hahnemann is saying now, okay, I have given all the explanation. Now here I will not give again and again what is the disease or any case of disease and particular. So I will not discuss here any particular disease also. It is only intended by this expression to intimate what it can be proved diseases are not and cannot, they are not mechanical or chemical alterations of the material substance of body. So he said that ki the disease is not the alteration in the mechanical or the chemical or inside the material body. It is a derangement of vital force. It is not any alterations inside our body. It may be the chemical or it may be the mechanical. And it is not depend on the material morphic substance. So it is not the chemical alteration. It is not the mechanical alteration. It is not caused by any bacteria or the viruses. That is the material morphic substance. These are the pathogens. But so disease होता कैसे है? It is merely a derangement of the spirit like dynamic life force. So here again he has given what is disease. Why he has given here? Because in the previous aphorism, that is aphorism number 30 and 31, he has given ki the disease requires some predisposing factor. It requires the abnormal or the lower susceptibility. And again here he has given key what is disease, what I am taking disease here. So I am taking the disease as a derangement of our life force. I am not considering the disease as a chemical or the mechanical alterations or the disease caused by the material morphic substance. So disease means plain a derangement of vital force, and for that derangement the disease required one condition. It always act, the disease agents, morbific agents always act conditionally. On the other hand, the medicines acting unconditionally at all the time, at all the circumstances, and at all the individual. बट द डिसीज का ऐसे नहीं है. The disease require the condition, the disease require the some circumstances. That means the either there should be the exciting factor, there should it require the maintaining factor, or it require the fundamental factor to act on that particular person. It require the certain factors, socio-economical factor, sanitary factor, environmental factor, hygienic factor. Even it requires the certain time of द अफेक्शन ऑल्सो, कि मलेरिया जो है वो रेनी सीजन में होगा, या सर्दी खांसी जो है वो ठंड के मौसम में होगी. सो दिस रिक्वायर द सर्टन फैक्टर, बट द मेडिसिन डू नॉट रिक्वायर दिस. वाई द डिसीज रिक्वायर सच फैक्टर्स? बिकॉज इट इज नथिंग बट द डिरेंजमेंट. वो डिरेंज ही नहीं कर पा रहा है वाइटल फोर्स को, एंड दैट्स वाई it is said कि it is conditional and this is the unconditional. So here in the footnote, he again describe what is the disease. So disease is not the alteration of mechanical or chemical things, but it is the derangement of spirit-like dynamic vital force. Okay, clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
This 30 aphorism are very important. हाँ, इसमें कुछ डाउट है, नहीं समझा है तो अभी पूछ लो, because these are related to the topic susceptibility. Any doubt? Any questions? जैसे सौम्या ने अभी 22 का पूछा था, वैसे किसी को कुछ क्वेश्चन है इसमें? Because all these things are very new to you. To understand it, you have to read it again and again, so that you will be able to what is the artificial disease, what is natural disease, what are the exciting causes. समझ रहा है क्या? एफोरिज्म 30, 31 दोनों समझे हैं?
Yes, Yes, ma'am. ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Again, I am taking this aphorism number 31. The inimical forces, that means which are very bad to us. So that two forces are maybe the psychical, or it may be the physical. They may causes the mental symptoms, they may causes the physical symptoms. Yesterday I have explained you by giving the example ki how the mental symptoms can form and how the physical symptoms can also form. So these forces which are inimical to us, they can act on our mind, they can act on our physical body. But collectively we called it as a morbific noxious agent. Morbific means which are not useful. Noxious means bad, and hence they use the word morbific. Morbific means which related to the diseases. So these agents are very bad and they causes the diseases. Do not possess the power of morbidly derange the health of man unconditionally. So they do not have any power to derange the man's health badly without any condition. That means this is a negative sentence. अगर इसको positive बनाना है तो how you can make it कि the morbific noxious agents require certain condition to derange the health of a man. But we are made ill by them only when our organism is sufficiently disposed. तो वो condition क्या है? We should sufficiently dispose to that morbific agent. We should be prone towards the disease sufficiently and susceptible to attack of the morbific cause they may be present. So we should be susceptible to the attack of that morbific cause. सो जब आप डिस्पोज हो गए, जब आप ससेप्टिबल हो गए टूवर्ड्स दैट कॉज, तभी वो आपके बॉडी में एक्ट करेगा. देन ओनली इट कैन ऑल्टर इट्स हेल्थ, देन ओनली इट बी पॉसिबल टू डिरेंज द हेल्थ, and after that there will be a formation of the abnormal sensation and function. So this is required. क्या required है? The organism should be sufficiently disposed and sufficiently susceptible towards that morbific cause. अगर आप susceptible नहीं है, incline नहीं है, so that morbific agent will not act on our body. For example, ये theoretical तो समझ जाएगा आपको कि ये वही words use करके you can be able to write it. लेकिन अगर ये practically आपको अभी बताना है, so ये आप कैसे बताओगे? Take some morbific noxious agent. क्या एग्जाम्पल दोगे आप मॉर्बिफिक नॉक्शियस एजेंट का? टेक वन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ इट. एनीवन? सिर्फ मुझे एग्जाम्पल बोलो, आई विल गिव यू द थ्योरी. आपको नहीं एक्सप्लेन करना है. यू जस्ट गिव मी द एग्जाम्पल ऑफ मॉर्बिफिक नॉक्शियस एजेंट.
Ma'am, suppose the patient is having diarrhea and the patient is also suffering from some mental sickness like irritability.
Nee, that is a symptom na. So how the diarrhea causes? That will be the agent. डायरिया का कॉज क्या है? एजेंट मीन्स जो कॉज करने वाला है. डायरिया का कॉज क्या होगा?
मैम some food poisoning or
फूड पॉइजनिंग. एकदम पॉइजनिंग पे नहीं जाएंगे. कंटामिनेटेड फूड ले सकते हैं.
yes ma'am.
So contaminated food and water may be your morbific noxious agent. So whenever that person or that patient is taking such unhygienic food or the contaminated food, that will become a morbific noxious agent. After that, that agent will act on his body. It will derange the vital force and it will show the abnormal signs and functions. अब वो derange कब करेगा? Whenever you are having, whenever that person will dispose or that person is sufficiently susceptible to the attack of that morbific cause. So it leads to the derangement of the vital force. So that is the physical हो जाएगा ये cause. And psychial में क्या दे सकते हो? Psychic cause. फिजिकल में जैसे जूही ने एग्जांपल दिया था कि इट इज अ कंटामिनेटेड फूड. सो दैट कंटामिनेटेड फूड इज द कॉज और वी कैन से इट अ मॉर्बिफिक नॉक्शियस एजेंट. that when that contaminated food will enter inside the body of organism, if that organism is sufficiently disposed, if it is sufficiently susceptible to the attack of that contaminated food, then that cause will causes the derangement of the vital force. Once the vital force is deranged, it will show कि मैं डिरेंज हो गया हूँ. तो वो कैसे शो करेगा? बाय द एबनॉर्मल सेंसेशन एंड फंक्शन. तो उसको एबनॉर्मल एंड सेंसेशन फंक्शन क्या आएंगे? ही मे हैव द स्टमक एक, that person may have the loose motions, that person may have the vertigo, that person may have the weakness. ये सब उसको sensation and function आएंगे. So that leads to the disease. अब वो डिसीज हम डायग्नोस कर सकते हैं कि डायरिया कौन से कंडीशन में है. जैसे इसने कहा फूड पॉइजनिंग है, या फिर उसको अमीबियासिस हो सकता है, या व्हाटएवर मे बी द डायग्नोसिस कोई भी रहे, लेकिन ये कॉज और ये साइंस एंड सिम्टम्स. अब उसमें रिक्वायर्ड कंडीशन क्या है? वो पर्सन अगर प्रॉपरली डिस्पोज है, वो पर्सन अगर ससेप्टिबल है, तो ही वो मॉर्बिफिक कॉज यानी कंटामिनेटेड फूड उस पर अटैक करेगा. ऑन दी अदर हैंड, अगर उसकी इम्यूनिटी अच्छी है, अगर वो सफिशिएंटली इंक्लाइन नहीं हुआ, उसकी ससेप्टिबिलिटी अच्छी है, तो ही विल नॉट हैव एनी एबनॉर्मल सेंसेशन एंड फंक्शन. क्यों नहीं आएंगे? बिकॉज दैट कॉज इज नॉट एबल टू डिरेंज हिज वाइटल फोर्स. द वाइटल फोर्स ही उसको भगा देगा कि you are not allowed to act on my body because my susceptibility is strong. So that person will not have any sensation and function, abnormal sensation and function. लेकिन अगर वो पेशेंट सफिशिएंटली डिस्पोज हो गया है, ससेप्टिबल है, तो ही उसको साइंस एंड सिम्टम्स आएंगे. दिस इज अ फिजिकल. एंड साइकियल यानी इफ दैट पर्सन इज हैविंग if that suppose he is a student and getting अगर उसको कम मार्क्स मिले हैं, so because of that he may have certain frustration. वो रोएगा, वो किसी से बात नहीं करेगा, रिजर्व नेचर है तो चुपचाप जाके बैठ जाएगा. सो दैट इज द कॉज. So, and because of that frustration, because of that crying, sorrow, he may have the certain physical symptoms, और he may have some psychical symptoms कि वो चुपचाप बैठेगा, किसी से भी बात नहीं करेगा 8-10 दिन, कुछ खाएगा नहीं, हमेशा दुखी रहेगा. So these are the manifestations of the mental symptoms. So, but for the manifestations of this, or for these manifestations, what condition is required? We should sufficiently dispose and should be susceptible to their attack. अगर उसकी बॉडी ने उसको रिस्पॉन्ड दिया, अच्छे से रिस्पॉन्ड दिया कि नहीं तू मेरे बॉडी पे एक्ट नहीं कर सकता है, सो देयर विल बी अ नो मैनिफेस्टेशन. लेकिन अपनी बॉडी ही वीक है, अगर हम डिस्पोज हो गए उसकी तरफ, सो फिर हम वी विल हैव द साइंस एंड सिम्टम्स. क्लियर?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So these lines are very important: sufficiently disposed and susceptible. Everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
And that's
Yes,
why
ma'am.
here in the footnote also he has given कि disease जो है वो कोई chemical या mechanical alteration नहीं है. So ये alteration क्या है? It is the alteration of the spirit like dynamic vital force. जब this is whenever there is a derangement of vital force, then only you will get the abnormal sensation and functions. और ये derangement कब होगा? Whenever that organism is sufficiently disposed, when that organism is sufficiently susceptible towards that causative factor. हम the bacteria and viruses are present everywhere. In air it is present in the soil, it is present in the water, it is present in the food. But every time we are not falling ill, कभी तो भी हमको कभी तो भी सर्दी खांसी होती है, 2-4 महीने में एक बार हमारा पेट खराब होता है. Every time we are not falling sick, lot of bacteria are present in the air, lot of bacteria and viruses are present on our body also, on our skin also. The bacteria and viruses are present, but because of our strong immunity, हम बार बार हम we are not having any disease, we are not having signs and symptoms because of our strong immunity. And for that strong immunity, we have to take a proper nutritious diet, we have to take a lot of proteins, we have to take a lot of carbohydrate, fats. That means we have to take a balanced diet. Otherwise the immunity will decrease by taking the junk food, by taking the all the other faltu food. This will not develop your immunity. So for that we have to take proper vitamins, proper minerals, we have to take a proper balanced diet. Otherwise we will be disposed towards the virus जो अभी पेंडेमिक चालू है, जिसकी इम्यूनिटी अच्छी है, we will not have any symptom. एक एग्जाम्पल मैंने ऐसे भी देखा है, एक मेरे पहचान की है कि दैट लेडी इज हैविंग द सिम्टम्स ऑफ कोविड, but the other members in her family, her husband and daughters, 2 daughters and his in-laws, they are negative because उनकी immunity अच्छी थी. So though they are residing in one under the one roof, लेकिन वो सब निगेटिव आए और ये सिर्फ लेडी ही जो थी वो पॉजिटिव आई थी. तो इसके वजह से उन लोगों पे कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ा. दे आर ऑल द निगेटिव, कोविड निगेटिव आए वो. क्यों? बिकॉज दे आर हैविंग द स्ट्रॉन्ग इम्यूनिटी. सो एक घर में रहते हुए भी, बिकॉज योर इम्यूनिटी प्लेज एन इम्पॉर्टेंट रोल. सो द वॉट एवर फूड यू आर टेकिंग, whatever your lifestyle, this plays an important role in such situation, because immunity form करने के लिए time बहुत लगता है. It takes a lot of protein, it takes a lot of nutritious diet. लेकिन if it decreases suddenly, जो ही rejoin. So this is the concept of the susceptibility and the immunity given by Dr. Hahnemann. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
So just think at that time जब हनीमन ने ये डिस्कवरी की थी होम्योपैथी की, कब डिस्कवरी हुई अपनी?
Can anybody give me the year of discovery of homeopathy? नहीं पता. What is the year? तो जब हैनीमन ने ये डिस्कवरी की या ससेप्टिबिलिटी का कंसेप्ट दिया, ही डोंट हैव एनी माइक्रोस्कोप. ना तब इलेक्ट्रॉन माइक्रोस्कोप था, ना डिफरेंट टाइप्स के कुछ भी नहीं था उनके पास. जस्ट बाय एक्सपीरियंस, जस्ट बाय फॉलोइंग द नेचर, ही हैज़ गिवन द कंसेप्ट ऑफ दिस ससेप्टिबिलिटी. he has put forward the concept of immunity, और वही concept nowadays we are using. सो तब तो उनके पास कोई पैथोलॉजी लैब भी नहीं थी, ना कोई इक्विपमेंट्स थे, ना टेस्टिंग करने के लिए केमिकल्स थे, बट ओनली बाय फॉलोइंग नेचर, बाय एक्सपीरियंस, बाय एक्सपेरिमेंट एंड बाय हिज ओन इंटेलिजेंस ही हैज़ गिवन द कंसेप्ट ऑफ ससेप्टिबिलिटी, जो आज भी ट्रू है. यानी दिस इज द 2020. सो ये 200-300 साल बाद भी the concept is very true कि if you are having the low susceptibility, you will have the infection. Okay, this meeting will over within the few seconds. Rejoin the meeting after the 5 minutes. जब तक चालू है तब तक मैं बड़बड़ करती रहती हूँ. So this is the concept of the susceptibility given by Dr. Hahnemann. Now in the aphorism number 32, he has given again the gist of the 30 and the 31. Who will read it? Aphorism 32 other than Juhi?
May I?
Read.
But it is quite otherwise with the artificial morbific agent which we term medicines. Every real medicine, namely, acts at all time, under all circumstances, on every living human being, and produces in him its peculiar symptoms. This